Hi, my love. Welcome to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. The message I have from God is I don't want nobody being entitled, okay? The scripture comes from Ecclesiastes 7 1 through 12. A good name is better than a fine perfume, and the day of death better than the day of birth. It is better to go to a house of mourning than to go to a house of feasting, for death is the destiny of everyone. The living should take this to heart. Frustration is better than laughter because a sad face is good for the heart. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of pleasure. It is better to heed the rebuke of a person than to listen to the song of fools. Like the crackling of thorns under the pot, so is the laughter of fools. This too is meaningless. Extortion turns a wise person into a fool, and a bribe corrupts the heart. The end of a matter is better than its beginning, and patience is better than pride. Do not be quickly provoked in your spirit, for anger resides in the laps of fools. Do not say, why were the old days better than these? For it is not wise to ask such questions. Okay, I feel like with this message and with this scripture, for somebody, you may be feeling like, I almost feel like somebody you're demanding an answer from God. Like you are in the, it's not even like you're not asking nicely, you're not asking in a kind-hearted way, you're not coming to God as a child of God. You are demanding as if like you're this I hear demonic possessed, but I feel like you are coming demanding from God in a sense like you're trying to force the answer out of God. And maybe you're trying to force God into doing something, or you're going at it the wrong way, basically. Um, because you shouldn't be going at it in a sense of like you're entitled to have whatever it is, or you're entitled to um, it's almost like you're trying to force God to do what you want him to do when you want him to do it. Like you're trying to put God in a servant's place, like at your beck and call. And God just simply don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, you have to be careful with these people that be trying to practice witchcraft, and they're basically trying to control the narrative of what happens. It's basically, in a sense, trying to take control of what God's will is. And it doesn't matter what you do. It don't matter how you do it. God is God, and God overcomes all, okay? It's not going to pass into this realm unless God allows it to. It still has to pass God's desk. And there is somebody that is trying to force it. Like, force it, regardless if it's you or if it's somebody around you trying to force the narrative of what you had going on. Somebody is feeling as though they are entitled to control the outcome. And God is simply saying, no, okay? Literally, okay? Do not be quickly provoked in your spirit, for anger resides in the lap of fools. And I feel like whomever this person is, regardless if it's you or if it's somebody around you, um, the fact that it's not happening for you, or it's not happening the way you expect it, or it's not happening how you want it to turn out. Like this person is really trying to control what's going to happen, and it's simply not, and it's just making them angrier and angrier, and it's like they just getting madder and madder and madder instead of letting go and let God. You have to allow God to do what he's going to do. You cannot control God. You can't make God do nothing, period. You can't force him to do nothing. You can't force the hand of God. That's what I hear. Like you cannot force the hand of God. It doesn't matter how you are feeling, if you're upset with somebody, or because for somebody is somebody that's upset with you and they trying to force God to stop blessing you, and it's just simply not going to happen. But for somebody else, you are the person doing this. Like you're trying to force God to do something, regardless to if you're trying to force God to do something for you, or you're trying to force God to stop doing something for someone else. You can't force God, and that's not of God. Vengeance belongs to God. God is the one who seeks vengeance out on others, regardless if it's for us or not. You have to allow God to handle that, because a lot of times we as humans get very emotional. we as humans allow a lot of other things to control how we feel, control the narrative, regardless if it's gossip. Um, some people just they be feeling some kind of way about other people, regardless if it's jealousy or envy, spite, regardless if they're trying to hold a grudge or, whatever it is. But a lot of times when people try to seek out vengeance for themselves, they are trying to do either they're doing something that's entirely too harsh, or they think that the person should be destroyed and go through it for the rest of their lives. And God is simply not going to do that. It doesn't matter who it is. We are all God's children, and God is not going to allow one child to destroy another child. God is not going to make any of his children suffer forever unless they themselves put themselves in that position by the acts of their free will. You know what I'm saying? There are some people that have done very awful things, but it doesn't mean that, they're going to come to this excruciating demise. And, a lot of times, if somebody has done something really horrible to you and God has removed you from that person or removed that person from you, leave them alone. Stop paying attention to them. Stop. You don't have to follow them. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to be friends with them on Facebook or social media. You literally could simply and easily go on with your life without paying attention to that person, and that's vice versa. And I do understand, because some people are just crazy. I understand, because I have people that I'm no longer around. I don't talk to them no more. I don't see them no more. I'm not even worried about them. Literally just removed myself from the situation in the most peaceful manner as I possibly could, in such a way that I left all my stuff, because I literally just did not want any drama at all. And these people are still harassing me. I understand, okay, making fake pages and making all kind of stuff to try to harass and stalk me. So I do understand that some people are just crazy, but you have to allow God to deal with them. But understand that you shouldn't feel entitled. Like, you shouldn't feel that you are so up close to God that God would destroy somebody for you. Because I don't care what anybody did to me. I don't want to see anybody destroyed. I don't want to see anybody down and out. And God is simply just not going to do that. Okay, period. Especially if they somebody that's very close to God and worshiping God, and it's just not going to happen. It's not. So that is the message, y'all, okay? God is saying he does not want nobody that's trying to be entitled to his wrath. Like, that's literally what I hear. Somebody feels like they have been wronged in such a way that somebody else should be going through it, and it's not going to happen. It's just not. I really feel like whatever this person did, okay, or maybe this is you, whatever you did, it is not that bad that God is going to sit there and punish you forever. And in reality, God is saying for some people, these people is making this stuff up in their minds. They really was messing with you, and they have narcissistic syndrome. So while they were messing with you, they make believe, like, I don't know if y'all ever watched any videos on narcissistic people, but they mentally will start to believe their lies. So this person truly believes that you were deliberately doing something. They think you were doing what they were doing to you, and they really believe it. Like, they really believe it. They are really just bat crazy, okay? Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. This person is out of their mind. But are you just pray for them, and keep it pushing, because that is nothing that you can do to help this person. They really need God and a counselor, like a licensed therapist counselor. But yeah, that's the message. And narcissistic people are really, they do feel entitled to certain things. Not only do they think overly good about themselves, but they also feel as though they are right about everything, and they're going to win everything, and they're just so fabulous. But anyways, okay, anyways, I'm done with that. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Peace.